Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back. How you guys doing? For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys my favorite best-selling goodies at Sephora. So if you go onto Sephora's site, you can see there that they have a best-selling section. From time to time, I will skim through the products there just to kind of see what is a best-selling product. I find it very intriguing and interesting to see what people love, what people spend their money on. Of course, the best sellers at Sephora will change as time goes on, as new things come out and all of that, but I did go through pretty much most of the makeup in the best-selling section, picked out what I personally think is the best of the best, what is worth your money. I'm here to share today, and I'm really excited. I will have all of these items linked down below in the description box if you guys want to pick up anything for yourselves. Also, I did want to mention that today's video is in collaboration with Andrea. Love her, by the way. I can't even express how nice of a person she is. Like, you know when you can tell the vibe? Yeah, she is so up there. She's actually one of the only people that I've been subscribed to for a while now that I didn't unsubscribe from. Because, you know, as time goes on, we lose interest in people, or our tastes change and certain channels just don't suit our needs anymore. But for her, I've been subscribed to her for a solid 5 plus 6, 7 years. And I've never unsubscribed because I think she's a solid person. You guys know me, my words. But yeah, I think that her channel is amazing. She does a lot of purchase or pass videos. She does a lot of makeup review videos. She has tons of amazing recommendations. Also, she does have oily skin. So if you guys have oily skin and you're looking for solid foundations, concealers, anything like that, she's got it down. I have dry skin, so I could never really recommend anything for oily skin, you know? But yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm really excited to be collaborating with her on this video. I'll leave her channel down below. And yeah, let's get started with my top 10 best-selling products at Sephora. First up, we have these blushes here from Tower 28. This right here is one of their Magic Hour blushes, and this specific shade is in Beach Please. I believe their full line is cruelty-free and vegan. I know these blushes are for sure. This is my everyday blush. I've hit pan on it. You can see there is major love going on here. It's like a nice peachy nude pinky shade. It's perfect. A little bit of this goes a very long way. It blends out amazingly on the skin. I usually like to use this with more of a fluffier blush brush, or I'll go in with the beauty blender. It looks so good on the skin. I would say if you have dry skin especially, you would fall in love. It's like a drink of blush for your face. But I'm also thinking if you have oily skin, I could kind of see this working out for you too. Maybe if you set it with a powder or a blush on top. Just the way this looks on the face, I'm telling you, I recently purchased another shade because this is fantastic. It's my favorite blush formula ever. There's no harshness with this. It also kind of adds a nice, youthful, very radiant, healthy look to the skin. Next, I wanted to speak to you guys about the beauty blender. This looks kind of gross, I'll be honest, but I used it today, and I typically do use the beauty blender whenever I put makeup on. So I usually use it to blend out my foundation and concealer, and then I'll also bake with my beauty blender as well. So I'll bake my contour lines under my eyes, my nose. The beauty blender is 20 bucks, but I don't know what it is about this specific sponge. It is fantastic. I've never tried a sponge that is comparable to this. I've tried so many, and the other ones that I've tried were good, but there's something about this one that when I apply it, I'm just like, okay, wow. The way this makes the complexion products look on the face, I'm telling you, it's a winner for me. Next, I wanted to speak to you guys about the All Nighter by Urban Decay. This right here is just a classic. I've gone through multiples of these in full sizes and then these more deluxe sizes. I like that Urban Decay does provide the full size and deluxe size in case you want to just try it out. But then if you love it, you could purchase the full size. This is just a go-to classic setting spray that there's no ifs and buts with. A lot of times if I'm going out and I'm just in a rush or something, at night especially, I'm looking through my mists and I love so many of them, but this is one that I pull out because I'm like, okay, I know it's not going to necessarily majorly mattify me. It's not going to give me a major glowy effect, but it is going to legit glue your makeup down and not budge for as long as you would like. I mean, there were times that I was out for 7, 8 hours and my makeup looked amazing. There were times that I even slept with my makeup after applying this and my makeup looked pretty solid the next day. The next bestseller that I have here is this right here from Benefit. This is the Hoola Bronzer, such a classic. I think this might be one of the first high-end bronzers that I purchased at Sephora a while ago, but this is really amazing. So good. I feel like I keep repeating myself and the fact that I keep saying everything's amazing, but I love the fact that they have a few shades to choose from. So if this is either too dark or too light for you, they have I think 4 other shades on Sephora's site. Love the packaging, really cute, a little bit big and boxy, I guess, but I still think that there's a vibe to this. This isn't too cool and it isn't too warm. It's like literally perfectly in the middle there. A lot of the times I won't like to contour and then bronze. It's just like I want to do one step and that's pretty much it. And like this literally provides it all for me. Finely milled, super smooth, and it just kind of gives you that nice sun-kissed like bronzed effect, like the JLo vibe thing, you know? It's been a favorite of mine for a very long time and I know a ton of people really love this as well. Definitely a little bit up there in regards to price, but it's a cult classic for sure. Next up, I have this right here from IT Cosmetics. This is the Your Skin But Better CC Cream with SPF 50. I've spoken about this so many times. So I feel like if you're not new here, you're like, Liora, we get it. But if you're new here, I love this. It's really solid stuff. I have mine in the shade Light. I think that this is my second one. Every time I speak about this, I always mention to you guys, I got my sister-in-law hooked on this. She got her mom hooked up on this. I got my personal sister hooked up on this. My mom hooked up on this, and they're not really that into makeup, you know, and that really, really says a lot. Like, especially my sister, she doesn't like foundations or anything like that on her face, but she like was mentioning to me last time, like, I don't need any foundation besides for this one. I'm like, girl, I hear you. This looks stunning on the skin. I feel like it's great for dry skin, oily skin. I don't feel like it necessarily emphasizes pores, fine lines. It just kind of creates a really beautiful base for the face. This does have pretty full coverage. A little bit goes a very long way. But what I love about this too is that if you want to go for a more natural look, you can totally do that with this. If you want to amp it up, you can do that with this. But your skin always just looks youthful and fresh. It's not too dewy, it's not too dry. I don't know what the formula is with this one, but let me tell you, they have it down with this. It's like, seriously, wow. Next, I wanted to speak about some amazing best-selling lip products. So these right here are the Stunna lip paints from Fenty. I will say, in regards to Fenty, from what I experienced, they're amazing with lip products. I mean, with their eyeshadows, I feel like they're not my favorite, but and I don't think they're best-selling really. But in regards to lips, they really know, like they have it down with that. The quality of these liquid lipsticks are fantastic. So they definitely don't have like a mousse-like texture or anything. They're more like water-based, really easy to apply. One swipe swatch and you pretty much have like a full coat of like lip product on your lips. It does not feel drying at all, but it's super matte and it lasts pretty much for like forever, for like the whole day kind of thing, which I think is amazing because a lot of times liquid lipsticks that last so long or they're super matte, they just feel like they're sucking the day life out of your lips. I don't know what the formula is with these, but they just look literally perfect on the lips. If you're looking for amazing liquid lipsticks, the Fenty Stunna lip paints are outstanding. In regards to glosses, I was really not surprised to see that these were amongst the best-selling glosses. So these are just the Fenty Gloss Bomb. They have a bunch of shades to choose from. So I have some little ones here from holiday collections, but they're still available in the full sizes. And then I have this one right here. These are my favorite shades. So I love like nice neutrally tones. And then this like whitish one is perfect if you want to have like that iridescent vibe going. But like the neutral ones are ones that I always have like in my coat pocket. It's just glosses that I carry around often, you know. The hype around these are very real. Firstly, because I feel like they smell so good, not nauseating. They smell perfect. I feel like the consistency is not too thick but not too thin. You can kind of feel like there's something there, but it also kind of creates this like illusion of like fuller lips. It kind of fills in the lines on your lips. It just looks, every time I put this on and I'm looking in the camera, I'm like, all right, like I'm feeling myself, you know what I'm saying? So pretty. And I mean, there are other glosses that I really enjoy too, don't get me wrong, but like there's something about these glosses that every time I wear it, I'm like, wow. They're also not sticky, which I think is a massive plus. They build up really nicely. I love to wear them like on their own because they add a little hint of color, but I also really love wearing them, especially with lip liners. And the staying power is not the longest ever. I mean, it's a gloss, but I feel like for a gloss, it's still like last for a significant period of time. Okay, next I wanted to speak to you guys about the ABH Brow Wiz. I don't have it on me, legit just finished it off. I was looking in my empties bin to try to find it, but in that closet, the type where like you open up the closet and like everything falls down. So it's somewhere in there. When I'm gonna do my makeup empties, I'm sure I'll find it. But I recently finished off the ABH Brow Wiz. It's not my first one. I've gone through multiples of those throughout the years, and I have to say it's my favorite high-end brow product ever. I was someone who really struggled with just perfecting how my brows look. They used to always look like this before I started plucking them out years ago. So now to kind of fill them in, it's a little bit of a struggle and it's a little bit annoying, but I have to say the ABH Brow Wiz, like the thinner pencil one, not the 3D shape one, the pencil one, just makes your brows look the best. I like to wear it on more natural days, but typically I'll wear it when I'm going for the whole full brow shebang. And I love it because it's not too waxy, it's not crazily pigmented where it's too much too fast. It builds up so well. I try to get it for half off if I could whenever there's a sale, but there are times where I'll still purchase it occasionally for the full price tag. And like with my brows, I feel like I cannot play any games. Like, just give me the good stuff, and I'm not like, I don't want to go back and forth, you know. It has been a bestseller from what I remember for ages now, and for good reason. And I have two eyeshadow palettes here to speak to you guys about. So like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the bestseller list will change throughout time depending on if newer products come out and all of that. I know these are two brand new-ish releases, but I will say since I like received this one and purchased this one, I could not put these down. They are fantastic, so good. And I feel like if you don't own them, I think you would really enjoy it, I'll have to say. So the Urban Decay Naked Wild West, it looks just like this. I have a first impression up on this one. It basically includes a selection of warm tone shades and some cool tone shades with a pops of like blue shades in here as well. There are 8 mattes, which I think is amazing, and 4 metallics. This applies beautifully on. They build up super easily, no fallout really, easy to blend out. 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. You can go for very natural looks with this one, or you can build up certain shades to kind of create more of like a defined, dramatic look. You can go very cool with this or very warm. I've done both already, and you guys saw me like in videos with both looks, and you were shocked to see that I created certain looks with this. It really has a lot to offer, and I mean, I think it's a bestseller because it just came out, but I don't know if there was so much hype around the Naked palette in a while. Like, I know when the Ultraviolet one came out, people loved it, but I don't know if there was this much hype where it's like, oh my goodness. Well, where it's like, oh my goodness, I need to have you in my life ASAP. I'm so proud of Urban Decay for creating something so amazing. I love it. And this shade right here, Cowboy Rick, delicious. Then I have the Natasha Denona Mini Love Palette here. I also have a first impression up on this one, and it is one that also did recently release. That's probably why it's so hyped up now. But I will say, like, I could see this being a palette that I personally will use for a significant period of time. I can also see myself like hitting pan probably, because this is so stunning on the eyes. No matter what eye color you have, I think it just really like amps up any look. When I was scrolling through the top selling eyeshadows on Sephora's site, this was amongst the top 10ish, I would say. There were tons of other Natasha Denona palettes, some Huda Beauty little palettes as well, but I chose this one because it really is like a true this is what it is. It's a true representation of something that I think if you're a beginner you would love, if you're a professional with makeup you would really love, if you like playing around with pinky tone colors you would love this, or even if you don't, try this and I'm telling you, you will fall in love. There are 2 matte shades here, which is perfect because you have one lighter shade. You can kind of use that for the first initial transition shade, and then go in with this to deepen things up. You have 2 more satin metallic shades down here, and then this beautiful metallic color. It's really very good. Okay, I want to say that's pretty much it. These are my top 10 best-selling favorite products from Sephora. I would absolutely, for sure, love to know what your favorites are from Sephora. What do you constantly use time and time again? What are items that you repurchase? Like, keep me posted. I would love to know this information. Also, don't forget to check out Andrea's channel. Again, her channel will be linked down below. I'm really happy to be collaborating with her on this one. And also, what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, if you're new here, hi. My name is Liora, and I talk a lot, so something to be prepared for. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading what you guys have to say, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.